can you really burn belly fat with crunches? That's what the internet says. But they also say planks will shrink your waistline, or that some magic cream will melt your love handles overnight. Spoiler alert, they lied. If any of that actually worked, we'd all be walking around shredded just from laughing at fitness TikToks. Here's the truth. Spot reduction is a myth, a flashy, overhyped, time-wasting myth. And it's probably the reason you're not seeing fat loss where you want it most.
Everyone wants to lose that stubborn belly fat. Problem is, you can't choose where your body burns fat from every time you work out. Or at least, I didn't think you could.
Spot reduction, if you do sit-ups, will you lose abdominal fat? If you do hip raises or glute raises, will you lose glute and hip fat? I think everybody now believes that and understands that fat metabolism is something that happens systemically throughout the body.
So in this video, we're going to break it all down, what really works, what's holding you back, and how to actually lose fat the right way. Let's bust this myth wide open. Fat doesn't take orders. It has a mind of its own.
While you can target specific areas of the body with resistance training to build and strengthen muscle mass, the same cannot be done with fat loss, okay? That's not how fat loss works. You can't target certain areas of the body.
People want to burn fat from one area, usually the belly, thighs, arms, or love handles. So they do targeted exercises, sit-ups for abs, thigh machines for legs, arm curls for bingo wings. But your muscles don't get to choose where fat comes from. When you move, your body breaks down fat for energy. That fat doesn't come directly from the muscle you're working. It comes from everywhere, whatever your body feels like using at the time. Even if you do 500 sit-ups a day, your body might be pulling fat from your back, arms, or legs instead of your belly. That's because the fat in your body is stored as triglycerides, locked inside fat cells. Around 95% of the fat you eat ends up in these triglycerides, chilling in your fat cells, aka adipocytes.
Triglycerides are the main thing that make up your fat cells. Blood fats are called triglyceride. It's not the fat that you're eating that is the main problem with high triglycerides. It's the carbohydrates.
To burn fat, your body breaks those triglycerides into fatty acids and glycerol, ships them through your blood, and sends them to your muscles to use as fuel. That fuel could come from anywhere in your body, not just the place you're targeting. Your body's got fat everywhere: under your skin, which is subcutaneous fat, around your organs, which is visceral fat, and yes, that stubborn roll right above your jeans. So what happens when you start working out or dieting? Does your body say, "Oh yes, let's melt that muffin top first"? Nope. It pulls energy from everywhere, like dipping into a savings account. You burn fat systemically, not surgically. That's why spot reduction is nonsense. Doing 100 crunches a day won't shrink your belly. It'll just make your abs stronger under the fat. That fat, still sitting there, unbothered. But why do some people lose fat in certain areas first? Blame your genetics. Your DNA decides where fat goes and where it leaves first. Some people lose it from their face, others their arms or calves. It's not fair, but it's just your biology doing its thing. And this is exactly why people quit. They start dieting, expect to see their belly shrink, and when it doesn't, they assume they're failing. They throw in the towel. Truth is, they were this close to seeing real change. Women, for example, tend to store fat around their hips, thighs, and glutes. It's built-in survival mode to support pregnancy and breastfeeding. That's why women often lose fat from their arms or face first, not the hips. Men, especially as they age, pack it on around the belly. And yes, your belly is typically the last place your body removes fat from. Your age also plays a role. As you get older, your metabolism slows, hormones shift, and muscle mass drops. That combo makes fat cling to the midsection, like a bad habit. Moreover, supplements won't save you either. Fat burners, belly fat blasters, magic detox teas, most of them come with bold promises and clinical trials that sound convincing, but real scientists aren't buying it. Two massive studies from the University of Sydney tore through data from 120 plus clinical trials on supplements. The results revealed not a single one delivered meaningful fat loss. Not one. So if you're hoping that $40 bottle of powder will flatten your stomach while you binge Netflix, save your money. Then what actually works? You already know the answer. It's the stuff no one wants to hear because it's not flashy. To lose fat anywhere, you've got to lose fat everywhere. That means a calorie-controlled diet.
You just need a calorie deficit, mate. While true, it's also one of the most reductive things you can tell someone who's trying to lose body.
Consistent exercise, cardio and resistance training, quality sleep, stress management. Not exciting, not marketable, but it works every time. So follow a calorie deficit diet. Burn more than you eat. That's it. No tea, no wrap, no fat burning cream is gonna change that. You can either move more, eat less, or both. At first, you lose fat in places you didn't even care about. Your wrists might start looking shredded, your face may lean out, even your knees might start showing off, but your stomach? That's the final boss. So what can you do? Train the area not to burn fat from it, but to build muscle underneath it. Want leaner legs? Train legs. Struggling with love handles? Strengthen your core. Face still round? Sorry, no face workout, just more fat loss. That's why strength training plus a calorie deficit is the real secret sauce. Not flashy, not sexy, but it works. But everyone talks about diet and exercise, but there's a silent duo wrecking your progress: poor sleep and sky-high stress. When the body doesn't get enough sleep, it flips out. Hunger hormones go nuts, ghrelin shoots up, leptin crashes. That means more cravings, less control, and a late-night pantry raid that wasn't part of the plan. On top of that, you're dragging through the day, so your workouts? Maybe next time. And chronic stress keeps your body soaked in cortisol. That's the hormone that tells your brain to grab chips, chocolate, and anything deep fried. Even worse, cortisol loves to stack fat right around your belly. Not good. And stress wrecks sleep, and bad sleep feeds more stress. It's a vicious loop that blocks fat loss cold. The goal isn't just to feel better, it's to burn fat better. Fix your sleep, tame your stress, watch the scale start listening again. Now let's talk about body contouring. These aren't your gym floor fixes, they're non-invasive treatments that target stubborn fat using tech like freezing fat cells, laser therapy, or radiofrequency machines. Think of it like fat loss with a sci-fi twist. But let's set expectations straight. These treatments help refine shape, not drop major weight. They work best when you're already leanish and just want to smooth out the stubborn zones. They can help, but they're not magic. And if you don't keep your diet and exercise on point, that fat comes right back. You can't cheat biology, but you can work with it. Train your whole body, eat right, stay consistent. Your body will burn fat in its own way, in its own time, because fat loss is simple but never easy. Most people quit right before the magic happens. Don't be that person. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and drop a comment. What's the one habit messing with your weight loss journey? For more science-backed tips to lose fat without starving or suffering, hit that subscribe button and tap the bell so you never miss what actually works. If you want to enjoy more videos like this one, please have a look at our old video here. It's packed with a lot of valuable information. Let's finally get rid of that fat that won't move. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in our next video.